So boxing coaching, got your badges, but you were an amateur boxer before. Tell us a little bit about your amateur career.
So I ain't got a big amateur career. I started doing it to get fit because I was playing football. I used to play like half decent football. And then I got right into it, done a white collar, and then I've done a couple of amateurs, and then got into the coaching doing that, yeah. So
wicked. So from why did you want to do boxing coaching after that?
I love boxing. Like football was my first love, and then I got into boxing, and then I started doing I love doing pads myself, and then I've done a few pads with my mate. Actually in COVID we was doing a little bit, and I had a go with him, he done some with me, and then when I stopped my boxing I started doing it with a few mates, and I just loved doing the pads and that, yeah, and just got right into it.
It's quite like artistry watching you on the pads. Like,
cheers.
No, it is though, man. I mean, how do you learn those combos? And like every combo you learn, do you remember every one? You must have thousands under your belt now.
So I'll just watch videos of ones I like. I'd like to try that one. Yeah. I'll write them down. So I've got an iPad with combos. I'll just write them down, and I'll try and remember that one when I'm in there. Obviously, I don't have the iPad. Sometimes I'll have it there, but I'll just think of it. Then I'll add like one from that combination I liked, or a video from that one. I'll try and combine them, or stuff for types of boxers. So if I've got a tall one, I might try a long hook or a short one with a shorter boxer. It all depends on the person who wants to train with it. Once I get a little connection with him, I know what I can do.
Okay. So who influences you in your pad work? Who do you look out for?
So I like Eddie Reynoso, Canelo's coach.
Okay.
Right.
There's some coaches just pad men that do stuff. So there's a guy online called Joe Ferrara who I like. When I first started, I was looking at his videos. I don't know if he does any pros on that, but he just does pads. And someone like him, and he messages me now and then, like great work and all that, and don't even know the guy, he's in New York.
Really?
People from America messaging me. But from a professional point of view, I'd say Reynoso probably. I like his work.
Do you reckon some of them watch your stuff?
I'd like to think, I hope so. Maybe they do, I don't know.
That's amazing.
Some of the guys probably do. If they message me and they've seen them, they come up. A lot of them, like you see, someone's liked it. The first one ever was Ricky Hatton.
Really?
I was like, Ricky Hatton probably the one that got me into, when he was fighting Mayweather, that build-up is what got me bang onto boxing, I think.
He was my hero. As a kid, Ricky Hatton. It was because my dad introduced me to all the golden age. But like for someone that was in my generation, I know he's older than me, but for me to watch in my generation, Ricky Hatton was the man.
Mate. And a lot of his work, really like the angles and the body shots, I love all that. Like from just watching his footwork to changing angles for a shot. I'll practice all that sort of stuff. Because that's like a bit of me, like for footwork and all that.
Don't call him the hitman for nothing.
Exactly, mate,
yeah. A lot of people, they look at padmen and they think it's just all about the handwork. Is it different to you, in your opinion? Is it feet as well as handwork?
I think you start up from the feet up. If your feet ain't right, you can't throw a punch.
Yeah, no.
If you're square on, you get hit, you're on the floor.
Yeah.
So if you work on your feet first, and all your technique, the punches will flow with your hips, all in your hips. So your feet up, and then you get to your hands, then your head. It's all the same time, isn't it?
Yeah.
But start with the feet. That's what I think, anyway.
My old man used to call it like the Pinocchio effect. Do you know what I mean? So it's like a puppet.
Come up.
Yeah. But it's like the jab comes back to the jaw, and like then that comes back to the cheek.
You don't move your hips. You ain't gonna throw the shots. If you're square on, you can't fully extend them.
It always bothers, you get the man in the street that comes up to you like that, like chest broad, coming and all that, and then someone means business when they just step to the side, foot's facing the wall, foot's facing the opposite way, and you're like, oh, I don't mean that.
When they come down the gym, like I've got a few boys that are big weightlifters, come down the gym, and Like, you could run rings around them.
Really? I ain't got a clue. But that's the thing, though, isn't it? Like, with all, like, especially like, I don't know, people, you can clearly see when people juice, and like people that are just big anyway, if they're big, even big naturally, it's sort of like, yeah, you look hard, but really, you know, like the people that are lean and cut like a wolf, you know what I mean? The skinny are the ones to watch out for, because I always think that. I always think, like, you know, being a big fella on nights out, people, I've been jumped twice, do you know what I mean? And I've, you know, I don't say boo to a goose, like I like a chat and all that, but anyway, long story. But you see them, you never pick on someone, never judge a book by the cover, you know? Like, it's like you say, like with the footwork. And is there, we spoke a little bit about Hornchurch and Elm Park Boxing Club. I think that goes really under the radar as one of the top gyms, really.
It used to be the one of the best, didn't it? You had the Cooks out there, Kevin Mitchell, Colin Lyons. There's probably a few more I've not met. But
Jimmy Tibbs used to train there.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid and I went there for the couple of months that I did, like Dad was like, you know who that is? It's Jimmy Tibbs, mate. I mean, we had Mark in here, which was lovely, you know, his son. But I mean, who's coming out of Hornchurch now that you think looks tasty?
So I got one of my mates, he's a good pal now. I first met him doing pads. Henry Monksfield, his name is. He's had quite a few bats, but so finally coming to box for Hornchurch this Friday. So we've got a show Friday. If he got his mind to it and stuck to it, I reckon he'd do very well. But he's young, he's enjoying himself and that. But we've got a few good youngsters coming out. I've got a young boy called Danny Sapsford, he's good. Andre, there's a few down there. I've got a few girls down there as well. I'm just helping them at the moment, building them up. Last show we had 5 bats, 4 of them won. One lost by stoppage. But doing well down there. It's good. It's building it up again. So we went down a little bit. Now it's getting there again.
It's time for a 33-year-old fat geezer to come out of retire. I was saying, before,
mate, amateurs till 40, mate.
Well, I would love to do a bit, you know. Like my brother, who's, you know, he's a bit of a lump, and he fucking nicking it hard. He's got good hook. My thing was my jab. He's got hook on him, and he's like, I want to do white collar, and you know, like, because he's my little brother, I'm a bit like, I think I should do it now.
White collar's right if you match correctly. Sometimes you get someone who's 16 fighting 30, who's 10 kilo heavier, and you're like, it's dangerous, isn't it? If it's matched up fairly and correctly, then it's all right. But at least with the amateurs, you match up with your weight and your age, and things like that. So.
Are you looking for young boxers at the moment with potential?
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's what I've said. I've said I'll take them in that gym and build them up. If we can get kids fight for national titles and areas, then definitely.
That'd be amazing. Have you got so from the socials, because obviously you got quite a presence on the socials with the pad work, and you know, do you get many people, young kids, or DMing you saying like, you know, I want to take this to the next level? I mean, I bet you get a load. You have to ignore some. Do you know what I mean? Or
I get quite a lot. I get a lot of their kids, a lot of parents will message, and I just say, look, bring them down. If they've done a bit before, it's a lot easier because they can go straight into sparring or pad work, things like that. When they're beginners, and you just ease them in gently and get them in. But I get people from all over London, all over the country, come down, train, just do pad work.
Yeah, you were saying about you got someone from Portsmouth coming.
Yeah. Boxing amputee. He's come down from Portsmouth, lost his leg in a bike accident, and they're coming away from Portsmouth to do a pad session with me.
Jesus, what's his name?
I forgot his name now. Boxing amputee at the moment. Matt Edwards, his name is.
Matt Edwards. Okay. I'll edit that in, don't I? So, what do you take from the old style of coaching, and how do you bring that up to date for people? Like, do you watch old trainers, say like, I don't know, Customato or whatever, and do you add that to your game, or are you more new material?
I'll take it from everyone. I'm like a sponge, I'll take it all in. So I had Jimmy Tibbs, I've seen a few videos from him, just little ones, slip inside, throwing shots. And Who's the other one? I think just four of them, I've forgotten now. Teddy Atlas.
Yeah.
See one of him, just little inside work, just rolling around, single shots. It ain't got to be 10 punch combination. I know they look good, don't they? But 2 little shots could finish on them, don't they?
Yeah.
I'll take it from them, and then I'll take some from young ones, like on Instagram. I'll see some, and then even Kev, like where Kev Mitchell's in the gym, I'll pick his brain. I'm like, Kev, what do you think of it? Like, what do you think about throwing a hook? How do you throw a hook?
Yeah.
And he'll show me this one. And then I'll ask one of my amateur coaches, how do you throw a hook? He throws it that way. Kev throws it that way.
Right.
You're like...
So how do you mix the two together?
What's that?
How do you mix the two together?
So, depending on the boxer as well.